you doing over there?
So last night, after 15 years, the Colonel walks into my office. Made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping cards into my hat. I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the Colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, by the way.
I just gotta
appreciate it.
I'm gonna scare up a job today.
I love my Metal Gear Solid.
Somebody's lost puppy.
I remember spending many hours on the one on the PlayStation.
Sylvia. My ex...
Oh, there you are. I just got done with the chair. I'll be sending the bill to your husband.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholstery and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. God, I've only known you for 10 minutes and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
I married her for better or worse.
I am really terrible.
Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this sound? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you! Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. No matter how bad things got. A pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. I need to run this thing down to the auto post. The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot. Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with any.
Well, hello, stranger.
Tell me, gorgeous, has the new True Detective come in yet?
Yeah, but you gotta pay for it this time. Hey, when you finish a magazine, it is in no condition to sell.
Well, think of it this way, Chelsea. Reading True Detective makes me a better PI, and good PIs are hard to find.
Well, you know, Tex, you just might have a chance to show how good a PI you are. Had you heard that Rook's place got robbed?
No, I didn't. What do you know about it?
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face. Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet. I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood.
This game was originally one of the first games that I ever owned.
Sal's a handful. He's a nice guy, but I don't know, I feel kind of naked when he gives me the eye. Luckily, Ardo seems to like me. I mean, if I were on his bad side, I'd be tempted to relocate. He could crush a Subaru with one hand. Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop.
What do you want, Murphy?
Is this a bad time for a visit?
That depends on whether you're here to help me or to irritate me.
Why don't you tell me what's got you upset?
Last night someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
How much is a fair amount of cash?
In this case, $8,000.
I didn't know you kept that much cash.
I don't usually, but I
The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the $8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Did you get any other information from this Emma Nimpton?
She left a phone number.
Sounds like my vast experience as a PI could come in handy.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. The police are no help. A mutant is on his own when he gets robbed in this town. I'd appreciate your help.
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the bust is. This building that Rook runs his pawn shop. I wonder what all these garbage cans are. Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that stick. The texture of the pavement surface is across. Looks like whoever broke into Rook's window left one of his hairs behind. Reminds me of playing hoops when I was young. Ten seconds left. Down by one. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360. He's fouled. Whoever uses these garbage cans is... Baby rum wrapper looks like it was... This old relic probably hasn't worked in years. Hey, there are batteries in here. Well, I'll be darned. Wow, a recyclable... The brew and stew is run by Louis Lamintz, a bloated mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis' cafe. So does all the street top.
What can I do for you, Mike?
Nothing for me, Louis. I just dropped by to chat.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Well, Louis, you're the grapevine around here. Anything interesting going on?
Well, I've been hearing a lot about this crusade for genetic purity movement. It's got a lot of tension stirred up between mutants and norms. Mutants have been protesting downtown, and there's been some violence. Rook told me about the bracelet, but I don't know anything more about it. Rook's an ornery old cuss, but me and him are old buddies. We fought in the big war together. He's one person you can trust in these troubled times. Chelsea acts tough, but she has to be with all the scum around. And she's as smart as she is pretty. She knows a lot of what goes on in the shadows of this city. Yeah, things are a little slow, but I'm getting by. Having to lay off some of my kitchen help hurt my pride more than anything. Granny's a fireball. She and Sal opened a pizza place 7 to 8 years ago, and they've been fighting ever since. Sal's a big guy with an appetite for food, wine, and women. He comes by here most every day for lunch. Bardo comes in now and again. Usually orders a couple of steaks and a chocolate milk. His temper's as short as he is tall. And he's only got one oar in the water. A bad combination. Sorry, Mife. Can't help you there. He's one of the few norms besides you who's eaten here. Seems like a typical cop. A little dim. And not too concerned about what happens in the mutant sections of town.
The Postal Service has gotten much faster.
Well, it's that handsome P.I. Tex Murphy.
Yeah, $10 stab.
Have you come to take me away?
How'd you guess? You must have seen my white horse hitched to the railing out front.
Oh my, Mr. Murphy, you certainly know how to excite a girl.
Well, that's what I've been told. I almost got my own 900 number before getting into the PI biz.
Well, I certainly would have subscribed. What can I do for you, Mr. Sexy Voice? I heard that Rook's place got robbed. It scares me to death. There's so much crime in this part of the city. Can't help you, Tex. Rook is a tough old geezer. I've known him ever since we opened the slice I haven't back in '32. But I can't say I know him very well. Chelsea is a nicer girl. Sal tries to flirt with her, but she doesn't give him the time of day.
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I I figured you'd be dead by now.
No, not yet. Actually, I'm working on a case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
I wish. I couldn't afford a glass of scotch these days.
Well, look here, our custodial department is hiring. Pick up an application on your way out.
This is where it gets a little bit sucky because you got to remember, got to get the right answers.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Tell you what, help me solve this case I'm working on and I'll buy you a scotch. And not the cheap stuff.
Bribing a cop, eh, Murphy? Get out of here now and I might not bust you! Can't you
No, because I really like to watch your face turn red.
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Oh, come on. Remember the Martian Memorandum case? Hey, we made a swell team.
Yeah, those were the days. I don't get cases like that anymore. Things are harder now. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pots. We know he's a Norm, Caucasian, and has AB negative blood. That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair, I got work to do.
That works.
Grimelink computer.
Hi, Tex. Wish I could help you there, Tex. Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that.
So, Murphy, have you come up with it?
I've got some clues, but I need some more.
It was a beauty. Ah, encrusted with diamonds and rubies and inlaid with gold. It makes me mad as hell that someone will break into the shop. I have a hard enough time making ends meet. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
What can I get you? Rook told me about the bracelet, but I don't know anything more about it. Rook's been robbed before, but he's never had anything really valuable taken. This is gonna set Rook back for a while. Too bad the cops have turned a blind eye.
Yeah, what do you want?
Looks like you're busy drowning your troubles, my good man.
Well, Mr. High and Mighty, what are you, a preacher or something?
No, I'm just a man like you, who's been down on his luck.
Look at me, I'm crying. Now what is it you want?
I just want to ask a few questions. First, did you see anything strange last night?
The strangest thing I've seen recently is you trying to get information from me for free, you schmuck. Oh no, not you again. Look, I'll warn you right now, I'm almost out of chocolate syrup and I'm not in a good mood.
Look, I'll do you a favor. If you're free Thursday, I'll take you to the Chocoholics Anonymous meeting.
Spare me the insults, tough guy. If you got something to say, spill it.
Well, I was just doing a little amateur sleuthing.
God, you are a pest!
He needs to tell me he needs chocolate.
This isn't a good time for a social call, punk.
Well, I think the Chocoholics Anonymous could do one.
How do you get lost before you eat that chocolate colored? This isn't a good time for a social call.
What do you mean, go insane? Seems to me you're already there.
How do you get lost before you eat that chocolate colored out of yours?
Too bad you don't like fresh brains, mate. Hot off the grill.
You want to try a slice of my chocolate pie? I can get you a piece to go if you like.
This isn't a good time for a social...
I don't make a practice of helping out addicts, but I think I've got something that will ease the pain.
Oh, hold out on me, man. If you've got something, let's have it. Praise heaven! You brought the ambrosia of life. Ask me anything you want. I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop last night. It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds. Wish I could help. Nope, don't know a thing about it.
What can I do for you, Tex? Oh yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower. Ah, I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me.
I walk up the steps to Coit Tower.
What are you staring at?
You must be Beak Norris.
Huh? Yeah, that's me. But I ain't smelled you before. Who are you?
I'm a friend of Chelsea Bando. You told me I could probably find you nosing around up here.
Yeah, Chelsea. Good egg. Nice looker. So, what do you want?
I need information, and I'm willing to deal for it.
What's that? Deal? Well, I'm listening. What you got? Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh? McFlam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum, and he's an idiot to boot. That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him. I think he's dead, and I'll bet Mick Flam had something to do with it. Word was the two of them were smuggling illegal novelty items from Hong Kong, and Rusty crossed Flam. Ever since Rusty disappeared, Flam has had a terrible fear of clowns. Bozophobia. I once saw Flam pretty drunk, and he said he had nightmares of Rusty's ghost coming back to haunt him from the grave. He was completely terrified. Rook's pawn shop was robbed by a two-bit crook named Mick Flam. He and his girlfriend have knocked off half a dozen pawn shops over the past month. The girl goes to a pawn shop and hawks a bracelet for a decent amount of cash. Then Flam breaks into the pawn shop and steals the bracelet, along with anything else he finds. The bracelet is the bait Mick Flam uses for the pawn shop robberies.
Cool. Ooh, a small nozzle.
Hi kids, it's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fire starts so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn you. Never, never light matches. No, no, no. Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you want to look like me? No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Inspector Burns. Just a couple of empty old packing. The sink must have been used for the... Oh, lordy. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work. If this is Mick Flem's hangout, he'll... Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work. The rusty doll looks great on the pulley. The heavy footsteps I hear must be...
Actually, no, it ran pretty well. It's because this runs through DOSBox. It was a 4-disc game, I believe. So, you know, you get to a certain part, you had to install, put in the second CD, so forth and so on.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
strongbox is too sturdy to break open. What do we have here? Unless I miss my guess, this is jade. That's good.
I'm telling you, it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
The prophecy is very clear. We can't go on until this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity?
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
We can't let them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries, and if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just what we need. Murphy. Tex